Yo, what's up guys? On my past video I asked what kind of videos you guys would want to see on my channel, and a lot of you guys requested I make an NBA draft video, so here it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as everyone knows, the NBA playoffs is pretty much starting next month, and of course the Chicago Bulls are one of the 8 NBA teams that did not make it in the NBA playoffs. So obviously our next focus is the NBA draft, because Arcidiacono, he talked to the media yesterday, and he pretty much said that the front office overhaul is pretty much done. It's most likely that, he won't make any other moves or fire or hire anyone as of right now, but that can always change. And if anything ever happens, I'll keep you guys updated, of course. But like I said, our main focus is now the NBA draft. It sucks that the Bulls did not have a chance to make the playoffs, but let's be honest, we underperformed very badly this season. I honestly believed we could have made the 8th seed. I believe we have a talented squad. Hopefully next year we're aiming towards the playoffs or even maybe better. But as of right now, the Chicago Bulls are projected to get the 7th pick in the NBA draft for the 4th year in a row. And with our luck, I doubt the Bulls will move up. Like I've said, the past 3 years we've stayed at 7 or we fell down to 7. So I truly believe the Bulls will draft 7th no matter what. We just haven't had any luck recently and it sucks. But at the same time, the Bulls have drafted really well recently. Our past 3 7th overall draft picks, I'm really high on all of them. They're really talented. I believe they can all be really good players or some even stars in this league. But the main problem is they just need to stay healthy, man. And these past few years, nobody has been able to really stay on the court and show their true potential, which really sucks. But yeah, let's get right into today's video and look into the NBA draft coming up. Now, 2 big dates that you want to mark on your calendar. And the first one is August 25th, and that's the NBA draft lottery. Hopefully the Bulls move up, but I honestly doubt it. And the second date that you want to mark is October 15th, and that is the NBA draft. And the first potential draft pick that I'm going to talk about is Deni Avdija. His name has been very popular recently. He's been connected to the Bulls a lot, I've been seeing. And the owner of the Chicago Bulls said yesterday, one of the big reasons why we signed Arcidiacono and brought him in is because of all the connections and how he knows the game overseas. That's a big reason why he brought him in, he said. And speaking of Deni, he's a versatile 6'8" small forward from Israel. He's been a hot name recently, like I said, with some NBA mock drafts projecting him as high as the top 2 or top 3 pick. I honestly doubt that happens just because of the whole overseas and bust label on him. But he's very talented, and I see a lot of NBA mock drafts and reporters comparing him to the next Luka Doncic. Like I said, he is 6'8". He's a classic size for a wing player. And if you guys watched any Bulls games this year, you guys knew our whole small forward position was a huge mess. Otto pretty much missed the whole season. And Chandler, Hutchison, he's just injury prone, man. It sucks that both our small forwards are they're just injury prone. I hate to say it, but it's honestly true. I'm really high on both, but you just can't keep waiting for these guys to stay healthy, man. And back to Deni, he's excellent with the ball off the dribble, both making plays and finishing. He's on the thin side, especially compared to Luka Doncic. He obviously needs to put on some weight and continue to get stronger. And he's a pretty decent shooter. And speaking of him shooting, I'm going to throw up this quick 30-second clip of him shooting around. And he most likely won't get past, the Bulls at number 7. I doubt he'll go past top 10, especially given our team's need for a wing scorer and playmaker. So I honestly could see him being right around the, number 7th pick for us. It wouldn't surprise me if we drafted him, especially with, like I said, Arcidiacono looking for, more players overseas to come into the Chicago Bulls and help us. And like I've said, the Bulls, I believe our main target is a good small forward. And I really like that he's 6'8". He's got some height on him. And another player that I've been seeing a lot of people like projecting us to draft is Onyeka Okongwu. I have no clue if I said that right. I probably butchered that. I'm sorry about that. And he's a center, but he's just like Wendell Jr. He's undersized. He's another 6'9" center, but he's really strong and powerful. He's really explosive and athletic. I don't really want us to draft another center. I really like Wendell. I believe he could become a great defensive monster in this league. Of course, he needs to stay healthy to prove that. But at the same time, you don't know with, like I said, we brought a whole new front office in pretty much. You don't know if they like Wendell and Lauri Markkanen that much or they want change. And I see a lot of people comparing this man to like Bam Adebayo. He's really quick and he's really athletic for a center. And a lot of people are saying that he could become an all-star in this league. I mean, I wouldn't mind drafting another center, but it would just make our, power forward and center position even more difficult. So it wouldn't surprise me if the Bulls did take a chance on another big man. But if we did, I definitely expect the Bulls to trade one of our 7 power forward and centers. I don't know who would go, but that would be definitely an interesting draft pick. And another name that I see a lot of people in my comments, saying they want the Bulls to draft is Okoro. He's a 6'6" wing player from Auburn. He isn't as skilled with the ball as Deni, and he's a bit smaller. And I see a lot of people comparing him to the next Donovan Mitchell. His jumper is still a work in progress. He's still developing a good shot. He's really good on defense in college. And he probably plays more inside the three-point line, but he will definitely run the floor and give a two-way look like Jimmy Butler did. I see a lot of you guys, saying you guys want the Bulls to draft him. And I wouldn't mind him. I mean, he's 6'6", another shooting guard, small forward to add to our roster that could probably help us. But at the same time, as a Bulls fan, I want us to draft a 3-and-D type small forward like Deni or someone. I feel like this man's a little undersized for the small forward position. And if he plays his game more inside the three-point line, it's really not going to help the Bulls, I feel like. The Bulls need a good, tall, small forward that can stretch the floor, that can obviously help LaVine, Coby White. You can never have enough three-point shooting in this league. So honestly, this wouldn't be a bad draft pick. But at the same time, I really want the Bulls to draft a 3-and-D type player, And the last few names that I could see the Bulls drafting is Cole Anthony. He's another North Carolina player, just like Coby White. He's another scoring point guard. So I really don't see the Bulls drafting him unless all the good players that we targeted is already taken and we just settle with the best talent. I really don't want us to draft another point guard or shooting guard. But you never know, the NBA draft is wild. Hopefully we can move up. Another name connected to us is RJ Hampton. He's a 6'5" scoring guard overseas. He plays for New Zealand. I wouldn't mind drafting him either, but at the same time, he's another raw prospect that we're going to have to put some work into. I'm pretty sure RJ Hampton's only 19, so he's going to be a project, just like Deni, of course, but you never know, man. Arcidiacono likes those overseas players, and I mean, the last time we drafted an overseas player was it was Nikola Mirotic, and he worked out okay. Nothing too crazy, but he was a decent player. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just recapped a few names connected to us. Of course, if anything changes or any more rumors come out, I'll make another draft video. This is just part 1. I'm probably going to make another part talking about more names and more players, so definitely stay tuned for that. Definitely check out my last video as well. There was some huge news about Jim Boylen and the Chicago Bulls. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave any comments or questions below, and also tell me who you guys want the Bulls to draft and why. Thank you guys for watching this video. Have a good one.